Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children that they're keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. Okay, I just wanted to go into a quick lesson. Going into how many videos that I see, brothers post, especially the elder brother from GMS South Carolina, Elder Manata Zabba. He always when he upload his videos, if he have a certain video that he's portraying or doing a lesson on, that'll be the first thing that you see in the video, and followed by him going into the scriptures on it. And a lot of his videos that he posts, it'll have someone talking about the scriptures or some Israelite, and a lot of times it be Eve, and they fresh into the truth. They brand new. They don't really know much about the truth, what it's about, or their role in what they're supposed to do and what they're coming into. And they make all these YouTube, they make these TikToks. That's really the main source of their main social media source, TikTok. But they make these different videos, these shorts, TikToks, whatever you want to call it. And it's always them going into what they do or who we are, what they're saying. They know this or that, or they might not know. Like, basically, they know we Israelites, because this truth has gone throughout the four corners of the earth. And some of them even accept that we are the Israelites. But the thing is, they don't know whether they're Eve or whether it's the man. They don't understand that just because you know that you're the Israelites, especially if you're fresh into this, especially if you're a woman, I say it like this, especially if you're a woman, that doesn't give you any type of platform to go and start spreading the truth or start trying to teach, trying to go into your life as an Israelite, who, what you do and this, that, and the third. That's not your role. That's not your place. And a lot of times they don't understand that all you have to do is move in silence. Yahweh Shah, because coming into this truth is about growing. It's about growing. You have to grow in this truth. Our characters have to be developed. We have to grow spiritually. We have to mature spiritually. We come into this truth as babes. And then we mature into spiritual adults, being able to maneuver in this world as a spiritual person. And a lot of times that requires a lot of listening, a lot of learning, and a lot of silence, especially for the woman. Because women, you have nothing to say. All throughout Babylon the Great, America, you've had all this time and all this platform to talk, speak your mind, and let your ideas run rampant. But now we're coming back into order and how things need to be. You have nothing to say. There's nothing that you need to say in order to benefit this ministry. All you have to do is learn in silence, especially coming to this truth. You coming into the knowledge of you being an Israelite. The first thing you need to do is learn your place. Learn what you need to do. Learn where you need to be, or how you need to maneuver. I'm going to start off with this. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. For they consider not that they do evil." Right. Be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. Be more ready to hear, because like I said, the house of the Most High. Well, the Most High, he dwelleth with his men. The tabernacle of the Most High is with men, with his prophets. That's where Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah is dealing. That's who he's dealing with. His people, his men, the prophets. Because it said, be more ready to hear than to get a sacrifice of food. The sacrifice of food is going into you spewing out your ideas, you spewing out what you think and how you feel. That's not what this thing is about. It's not about feelings. It's not about how we feel, what we think, or our own perception on how we think this should be. It's about what Yahweh Shah has ordained and how he wants us to do. That's how we've been falling all this time. while going about what we think or how we feel, moving how we want to move. And every time it always leads to us going into captivity, us failing, you know, every single time. Now we understand that that's the problem. We not doing it the way according to how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua set it up. So now we're trying to follow in that footsteps. And it says in the AMP, this is Ecclesiastes 5:1. Guard your steps and focus on what you are doing as you go to the house of the Most High. So guard your steps and focus on what you are doing. We need to be focusing on what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has ordained for us. Ultimately, what he requires and expects of us, both individually and collectively. Because we all have our parts to play. We all have a role to play. You know, and a lot of our parts and our roles requires a certain level of development, a certain level of experience, a certain level of maturity. You're not going to get to that level if you're trying to spew out your own ideas, spew out how you feel, what you think. That's not what this is about. You got to learn. And this is going into the men. Now you got to learn first. You have to learn the correct doctrine, learn the correct names, and we got to learn how to properly use it and learn how to properly live by the ways, by the doctrine, by this sound doctrine. You gotta learn how to use you gotta learn how to use what you're learning in this truth and apply it to your life so that we can walk in this world as righteously, in a way that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua would be pleased. So guard your steps and focus on what you are doing as you go to the house of the Most High, that's amongst the prophets, and draw near to listen rather than to offer the careless or irrelevant sacrifice of fools, for they are ignorant to know that they are doing evil. Let me get that in another translation as well. Like I said, they are ignorant to know that they are doing evil. You don't realize that what you're doing is not right. This is the NLT. As you enter the house of the Most High, keep your ears open and your mouth shut. It is evil to make mindless offerings to the Most High. So it said, keep your ears open, meaning be more ready to listen rather than to speak, because you don't know anything. You're a babe, You have to come into this thing learning. And like I said, for the women, they don't have anything to say at all. You have your role, and when it comes to this ministry, helping the brothers, prayers, even prayers is helpful. It's not, you don't have to make TikTok videos. You're not even supposed to, but you don't need to be making no videos about you an Israelite and you do this and you need to repent. And that's not your role. That's not what you were designed to do. Okay? You were designed to assist the man. If you have a husband, you assist your husband. You honor Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua by honoring your man. And as long as he's not compelling you to do anything wicked, you honor and respect that man that you with. And if you don't have a man, well, you follow after the order of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, to the best of your ability, and to the Lord bless you with a man, And yes, that's a blessing. And Lord, he bless you with a man of the Lord, But until he bless you with a man, you just stay in your order, And send up prayers, pray for the brothers, pray for the body. All of that is helpful. You don't have to be made or be put on the forefront, because in the kingdom of heaven, you're not going to be put on the forefront. We're not going to be just seeing, you're not going to be out there like that. But that's what these women do. They put themselves out there trying to spread the truth. That zeal be on them, both men and women, that zeal be on them. And it's not according to how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua set it up. This is, let's see, one more. Okay, they all pretty much saying the same thing. Uh, this is, well, I guess I'll read one as well. This is First Peter chapter 2, verse 1. I'm gonna read it in the AMP. It says, "So put aside every trance of malice and all deceit and hypocrisy and envy and all slander and hateful speech. Like newborn babies, you should long for the pure milk of the word, so that by it you may be nurtured and grow in respect to salvation, its ultimate fulfillment." Right. So it said that as newborn babes, like a newborn baby is new to this world. This is a new experience to them, and they have much to learn. They have much to learn, so they have nothing to say. They have nothing to talk about. You know, desire the sincere milk of the word. Well, it say that in the KJV. In the AMP, it says the pure milk of the word, meaning first you need to learn the basics. You need to learn the first steps, you know, into this what we're now involved into. This is the first thing you need to learn. And then when you start to grow, you'll be able to when you start to grow, start to mature, you'll start to become into your own, become into what Yahweh Shem Yahushua has purpose for you. You know, for the women, that's not to do any type of ministry, not to do any type of speaking. That's not your role. But for the men, that's our purpose. That's our role. You know, but coming into this truth, fresh out the world, you don't know anything. You have nothing to say, you know. And furthermore, a lot of our people still don't be understanding the true names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua anyways. You know, and they're being led astray by these other groups that's calling on false names, false idols. You know, our people they really don't really understand how Yahweh Shem Yahushua has this thing set up. You know, dang, I don't forget how it was worded. I had a scripture and I forgot how it was worded. Oh, here it is. Wait. Yeah. This is Hebrews 5:11. In the AMP, concerning this, we have much to say, and it is hard to explain, since you have become dull and sluggish in your spiritual hearing and disinclined to listen. Right, saying that basically, they're not trying to listen to sound doctrine, how things are supposed to be set up, how it's supposed to go. And this is going for a lot of them that know they Israelites. A lot of Jake that know they Israelites has been in this thing for a while too. You know, they're just like newborn babes. They haven't grown, haven't matured in this thing whatsoever at all. You know, because they're not truly tuned in to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and in the order and how things are supposed to go. You know, it says, "For though by this time you ought to be teachers, because of the time you have had to learn these truths, you actually need someone to teach you again the elementary principles of the Most High's words from the beginning. And you have come to be continually in need of milk, not solid food," meaning the basic things of the scriptures that we supposed to know. And I don't want to say basic like it's unimportant, but more so basic like this is rooted. This is the beginning level. This is the beginning level of what you should have not learned and should have been matured in by this time. You know, a lot of Israelites will never get to that point because they don't understand. They don't understand that the first steps into that, when you come into the house of the Lord, keep thy mouth. Be ready to listen and not to speak. You know, be ready to learn and grow spiritually in the way that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua wants you to spiritually mature, rather than thinking that you have an opinion and feel as though you have a way or an idea of how these things, how things should go in this truth. And a lot of Israelites, they suffer from that mentality, that mindset, thinking that way. It says, for everyone who lives on milk is doctrinally inexperienced and unskilled in the word of righteousness, since he is a spiritual infant. Right. It says everyone who lives on milk is doctrinally inexperienced, meaning you're not, right. Come on, there it is. The more you open your mouth, the more you put your foot in it. That's the spirit. Call Allah, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's the spirit going right into the topic, And here it is, Elder Apostle Tahar put up a video right about the same things, But everyone who lives on milk is doctrinally inexperienced and unskilled, right, in the word of righteousness. So everyone who lives on milk, they're basically, you're not experienced enough to be able to teach or apply the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh by Shema both to your lives and teach other men to do so in a way that they would understand and that they can benefit from it as well. Doctrinally inexperienced, and we all start there. That's where you start at when you come into this truth. But the way to grow from that, the first step is to as a newborn babe, you have to listen. You have to be taught. You have to be one that can be taught. You can't teach someone that always has a say so, or always have a thing of, well, I think that this is how it should go, or they want to get on social media and start broadcasting what they think and how they feel and trying to teach others when you in need of being taught yourself. They're doctrinally inexperienced and unskilled in the word of righteousness, since he is a spiritual babe. And they say he, but it go for this apply to women too. Not saying that women are teachers or going to teach the word, but a lot of women, they don't understand that, look, you'll never grow into the type of woman that you're supposed to be spiritually until you learn discipline, you learn your order. But solid food is for the spiritually mature, whose senses are trained by practice to distinguish both what is morally good and what is evil. Right. What is morally good and what is morally evil. They don't realize that just by not paying attention and listening and learning through discipline, that's considered evil, That's considered wicked in the eyes of Yahweh Shema, which is why he said, when you come into the house of the Lord, be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, meaning speaking your mind, because the way we think is not how Yahweh Shema thinks. The way we feel is not how he feels. And I'm gonna end it on this. This is Isaiah 55, starting at verse 8. Okay, so I'm gonna read in the KJV. Isaiah 55 and 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. And I kind of want to see what it say, the translations. Oh, yeah. NLT. My thoughts are nothing like your thoughts, saith the Lord, and my ways are far beyond anything you could imagine. All right. All right. So the way the Lord got everything set up and ordered, man, is far beyond anything we can imagine. And we have to understand that when we come into this truth, like the way Yahweh Shema got things set up, man, this far beyond what this earth has seen, But we get an ideal of how the Lord thinks and how he moves and how he operates. But the only way to understand it, you have to. Well, one of the ways to understand it, you have to listen. You can't be ready to speak when you, especially coming into this thing. Now I'm gonna get verse 9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Right. Let me see if 10 say something to me. Okay. Let me see what this one say in another translation. And then I'm gonna end it. Okay, it pretty much say exactly how it's worded. I'm gonna get the BES version. It says, "But as the heaven is distant from the earth, so is my way distant from your ways, and your thoughts from my mind." Right? Because the way uh, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua operates, and the way he operates is completely different than any operation on this earth. So we have to, that the only way to truly learn that is you have to grow. You have to listen. You got to listen to the men who he's dealing with. The men, starting with the men of GMS on down to everyone associated with the sound doctrine. You know, and through those men, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, which I get that. I'm gonna end it on that. I know it's Revelation 21. I thought it was going to be quick. Revelation 21:3. It's Revelation chapter 21 and 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, "Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them, and be their God. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua himself shall be there with him." And just to get the word tabernacle, it says literally or figuratively habitation. So the habitation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is with his men. Is with his men. But that's the point. And the men is his prophets. That's the point. So, Abaratazah, Lord will, this was an edifying lesson. I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing this word of sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the brothers, sisters, and children out there keeping this word of sincerity and the truth. Until next time, shalom.